Every morning, you roll out of bed, take a deep breath, and dive into the same old grind. Work stacks up, invisible pressures cling to you, and there's this nagging feeling you're stuck on a hamster wheel, running your heart out but going nowhere. Ever stop to wonder, why does life feel like a loop with no end? Why, no matter how hard I try to change, does everything stay the same? If you've felt this way, you're not alone. Most of us have been there, like a bird flapping against the bars of a cage, not realizing the door's been locked for years. Here's the deal. You're not doomed to stay stuck. There's something called the matrix, an unseen web woven from habits, beliefs, and thought patterns that quietly steer your life. It's not some sci-fi simulation, but a system built from the experiences, societal expectations, and lessons you've absorbed since you were a kid. It creeps into every decision, every thought, clouding your reality like a veil of fog. In this video, we're pulling back that veil. You'll learn how to spot the matrix, understand how it works, and most importantly, use practical tools to shatter it. This isn't some magic trick. It's a journey to live as your true self, take control of your destiny, and create a life brimming with meaning. Let's dive in. Picture your mind as an ancient garden where the seeds of your beliefs were planted when you were young. Words like, "you're not good enough for big things," or "don't aim too high, you'll crash," from family, friends, or teachers, took root deep in your subconscious. That's the matrix, an invisible framework shaping how you see yourself, the world around you, and what you believe you can or can't achieve. The matrix didn't pop up overnight. It grew slowly over years. As a kid, maybe your parents hammered home that stability is the safest bet, or "don't stand out, people will judge." Society piled on its own rules. Get good grades, snag a high-paying job, settle down at the right age, buy a house, start a family. These standards become unspoken laws, making you limit yourself out of fear of failure, judgment, or not fitting in. Then modern tech jumps in. Social media bombards you with perfect lives, people with dream jobs, flawless bodies, or picture-perfect homes. You scroll, compare, and feel like you're always one step behind. The pressure to make it fast, to have it all figured out by 30, pulls you into a relentless spiral. Mental health takes a hit as constant notifications and unrealistic standards leave you drained. The matrix isn't just beliefs. It controls your emotions, actions, and how you connect with yourself. You might tick all the boxes for success, a good job, a stable life, but still feel empty because those wins don't reflect your true values. You're living someone else's script, not your own. The matrix operates like autopilot software in your brain, running in the background without you noticing. When you face an opportunity, like a new project or a career pivot, instead of thinking clearly, you react based on old programming. You turn down a chance because you think, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve this." You stay in a soul-sucking job because steady is safe. You avoid risks because you're scared of failing, being laughed at, or not meeting others' expectations. The scariest part? You don't even realize you're being controlled. You think those thoughts and decisions are yours, but they're just echoes of beliefs wired into you long ago. For example, You might stay in a toxic relationship because you're afraid of being alone, or think, I have to suck it up to keep the peace. You work yourself to the bone to prove your worth, but deep down, you still feel like something's missing. The fallout goes beyond your mind. The matrix disconnects you from yourself. You forget what you truly want, living instead for external standards. You might achieve a ton but still feel like something's off, because those successes didn't come from your heart. But here's the truth. The matrix isn't your fate. It's like a computer program. You can rewrite it. By spotting these limits and shifting your mindset, you can break the loop, take back control, and live a life that's truly yours. Let's explore 4 powerful tools to kickstart this journey. Your mind can't tell the difference between reality and a vivid imagination. When you picture something clearly, with strong emotions, your subconscious accepts it as real. This is the power of intentional visualization, a way to reprogram your mind and shape the reality you want. Find a quiet spot, maybe your favorite armchair, or a peaceful park bench. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine the life you crave, down to every detail, sights, sounds, feelings. For example, if you're gearing up for a job interview, picture yourself walking in, shaking hands confidently, nailing every question with clarity and wit. Feel the joy of getting that offer, the warmth of the room, the pride swelling in your chest. Practice this for 5 to 10 minutes daily. The more detailed, the better. Imagine you're living that reality, not just seeing it, but feeling it with your whole heart. Say you dream of starting a small bakery. Picture the smell of fresh bread, the chatter of happy customers, the satisfaction of seeing your shop bustling. Intentional visualization doesn't just boost your confidence, it guides your actions. Your subconscious starts working to make those images real, like a roadmap for your life. Words have the power to reshape your mind. Positive affirmations replace limiting beliefs, like, I'm not good enough, or I'll mess this up, with empowering ones. But to work, they need to be specific, clear, and avoid negatives. Instead of saying, I don't want to fail, say, I'm confident in achieving my goals. Instead of, I don't want to screw up, say, I grow and learn from every experience. Practice in the morning, right after waking up, or at night before bed, when your mind's most open. Repeat them with real emotion, like they're already true. For example, I have the energy and skills to tackle any challenge. Every day, I'm getting stronger and more confident. I attract opportunities that align with my values. Write these down, stick them on your bathroom mirror, or save them on your phone. Repeat them daily, feeling each word like a promise to yourself. These affirmations will slowly dismantle the cycle of negative thoughts, opening up a new way of seeing yourself and the world. Gratitude is like a magnet for positivity, pulling more good energy and opportunities into your life. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're thankful for. Maybe a small moment like the warmth of your morning coffee, or a big win like finishing a tough project. When you write, don't just list them. Feel the gratitude deep in your core. For example, I'm grateful for the strength to get through today's work. I'm thankful for my friend who listened when I needed to vent. I'm grateful for that quiet moment watching the sunset. This practice is especially powerful at night as you wind down. It helps you reflect on the good in your day, even the tiny stuff, and sets your mind at ease for sleep. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better. It trains your subconscious to seek out more positive things, creating a new cycle of growth and contentment. Emotional anchors are a secret weapon to lock in the vibe you want, especially when stress hits. They're like a mental reset button, bringing you back to confidence, calm, or courage in an instant. It's simple. Pick a small action, like touching your thumb to your forefinger, whispering, "chill," or picturing a joyful memory. Tie it to a positive emotion. For example, when you're feeling on top of the world, maybe after crushing a presentation, touch your fingers and say, "I've got this." Repeat it a few times to wire it into your subconscious. Then, when you're facing a tough moment, like a high-stakes meeting or a hard conversation, do that anchor action. For instance, before walking into the meeting, touch your fingers and say, "I'm confident." It'll pull you back to that strong, centered feeling you built earlier. Emotional anchors are like a mental talisman. They help you manage emotions, push through self-doubt, and stay balanced no matter what life throws at you. These tools aren't just theories. They work only if you make them part of your routine, like watering a garden to keep it thriving. Think of each small action as a brick in the foundation of a new life. Here's how to weave them into your day for maximum impact. Morning. Kickstart with positive energy. Start your day with 5 to 10 minutes of intentional visualization. Picture an ideal day. You're handling everything with confidence, ending the day feeling fulfilled. For example, imagine cooking a great breakfast, laughing with friends, or nailing a big task with a smile. Then, spend 3 to 5 minutes repeating affirmations like, "Today, I'm tackling everything with clarity and confidence," or "I'm drawing in amazing opportunities." Midday, stay grounded. During a lunch break, jot down 1 or 2 things you're grateful for from the morning. Maybe a kind word from a coworker or the energy boost from a quick walk. If stress creeps in, use your emotional anchor. For example, touch your fingers, take a deep breath, and say "chill." This small move will help you refocus and recharge. Evening. Close the day with intention. Before bed, take 5 to 10 minutes to write down 3 things you're thankful for. Feel each one deeply, like the joy of catching up with an old friend or the satisfaction of solving a tough problem. Then, visualize your long-term goals, maybe moving to a new city, launching a dream career, or building a happy family. Feel the pride and meaning those wins bring. Weekly, reflect and adjust. At the end of the week, take stock of your progress. Which tool worked best? What could use a tweak? Plan for the next week, but don't be too hard on yourself. If you miss a day, pick it back up. Celebrate the small steps. Every effort is part of a bigger journey. Consistency is the key. Don't expect a total overhaul overnight. Be patient, like tending a garden. Each small action, an affirmation, a moment of gratitude, is rewiring your mind, breaking the matrix, and building a new reality. You've just opened a new door, learning how to spot and shatter the matrix, the invisible web that's kept you in old patterns. With intentional visualization, positive affirmations, gratitude, and emotional anchors, you've got the tools to reprogram your mind, push past limits, and take charge of your life. This isn't a race, it's a journey of self-discovery. Each day, you're getting closer to the free, powerful, meaningful version of you. Start today. Take a moment to ask, what really matters to me? How do I want to live? Try one tool. Maybe jotting down 3 things you're grateful for, or picturing an ideal day. You'll be amazed at how things shift, little by little. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into facing and conquering the fear of failure, one of the Matrix's biggest traps. Are you ready to keep this journey going? Drop a comment, share your thoughts or a story. Let's keep exploring ways to live a life that's free and fulfilling together.